Hey, it's Ryan here in Brownsburg over at Salt Breeze Health. It's a really neat holistic place, and I'm here with Ellen Grant. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Ryan.
It's really nice to see you again. This is really a neat place you have here.
Thank you.
When did you guys, so what exactly is Breeze?
Salt Breeze is a wellness center that we offer halotherapy, which is salt therapy.
Okay.
We do red light therapy and infrared sauna.
Now, tell me more about this halotherapy. It sounds interesting.
Halotherapy is actually the inhalation of dry salt particles in a controlled environment.
Okay, so inhalation breathing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's great for your respiratory system.
Mhm.
It's going to open up airways, reduce inflammation, brings moisture into your respiratory system. So it helps out mucus so you can get rid of it. So it's great for your sinuses. It's antibacterial, antiviral. So it helps kill all those bad germs you're breathing in. So it's good for your immune system. It's also really good for your skin. And it also is very relaxing. You know, like when you're at the beach and you're breathing in that salty air?
Yes.
And how relaxing it is.
It's highly relaxing. I
Same
love
thing.
the beach.
Yeah, same thing.
So salt. It's a cleanser. It sounds
It
like.
is. It cleanses your lungs and your respiratory system. That's exactly what it does.
Can you help me understand a little bit more about this Himalayan salt?
Himalayan salt has a lot of minerals in it that are so good for you. And it's great. It's not a salt you would want to inhale. We use a medical grade salt for our inhalation. It's good for your digestive system. It is great in soaps and products like that.
Okay.
But it has some impurities that you would not want to get into your respiratory system. So if you're in a salt cabin or cave or, you know, for an inhalation, it should be medical grade salt.
Okay. Where do you get medical grade salt?
I get my salt from Halotherapy Solutions, which is where I bought my equipment here.
Okay, that kind of adds up. The quality of modalities you have here are really, really nice.
Thank you.
And it's structured very well. Calming, healthy place. It's not new agey at all.
Thank you. And there are some salt caves around Indianapolis, and they're very dramatic and they're very beautiful. They're very expensive to create. It's all decoration. They do exactly what mine does. They still have the salt generator that grinds the salt and disperses it into the air, and they're using a medical grade salt. So while we don't have an experience of an elaborate cave, we offer private sessions, and they do exactly the same thing. So.
Now, are all sessions private, or is this like, do you get stuck in a room with other people?
You never get stuck in a room with anyone you don't want to be stuck in a room with. And you can come in and you can talk and you can have a meeting or whatever. I know there are some salt caves where you're not allowed to talk because there's other people in there. And that kind of takes away from the experience a little bit sometimes.
Totally. Because here you can be yourself. And because what's nice is, you know, the door's closed, so I can be, you know, I don't have to worry about other people watching me or doing anything.
Right.
I can be, you know, by myself, or if I want somebody with me, I can.
Yeah. I just chose to go with a more therapeutic approach where we're working on the purpose of the salt and did not go with the big salt cave. I decided to go with this instead.
Yeah, because it seems like if you want like experience, maybe go to the salt cave once or twice to get that.
It's great for an experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, then you've got this beautiful thing that feels more at home. And it's like you've been around the salt. And knowing that was just aesthetics and that it doesn't increase or do anything better with the therapy is really neat to hear too.
Yes. So, yes, I enjoy this little place of salt therapy. I said our salt cabin does exactly what everything else does.
That's so amazing, because the halo salt that's medical grade is what gives the true therapy, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, it's not the environment so as it is making sure that you get that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do you need any kind of special licensing to be able to use salt therapy?
You do not.
Okay.
No.
Because I imagine generating a room like this at your home is nearly impossible, hence why you have this.
Yes, there are ways to do home therapy.
Okay.
If someone, you know, wanted to, we could certainly advise them on how to achieve that.
Okay.
If you don't want to go to that expense,
right?
You know, you can come here.
Yeah, because it's in you're the professional. You've been doing this the research for some time, right?
Yes.
What was that path like for you?
Basically, just when I found the interest, when the idea popped in my head, and I love to research.
Okay.
I'm a planner and a researcher, and it was just a lot of time on the computer and reading everything I could read, and then calling and talking to vendors. And there's a few companies that do this type of equipment. I talked to the two big ones, and just pulling everything out of them that I could. And then I went and visited Breathe down in Columbus, which is set up a lot like mine, and talked to that owner. She's fabulous. She's now one of my good friends. She shares a lot with me because I'm behind her a little bit. So that was it. Just really going for the information and a lot of making myself do it.
So what did you do before you got into this, the Salt Breeze?
I worked at Capital Group, a mutual fund company.
Really?
In retirement plans.
Okay.
Yes.
So you had some ideas about retirement investment. So this was a good investment.
I hope so. Although they haven't picked up my stock yet, but you know.
Hey, Ryan in Brownsburg, we'll do an IPO with you.
There you go.
All modalities do we have here?
We have red light therapy.
Okay.
We have infrared sauna, and then we have our halo therapy. But we also add halo therapy with our infrared saunas and our red light. So in those, you're getting two things for your money.
So two therapies at once then.
And then they complement each other. You know, the salt therapy makes the red light therapy even better.
That's so neat when you can take two different things and you're not spending more time getting healthy.
Right.
You're doing two at once.
Yes.
That's really nice. And what's the price structure with something like that?
We have a lot of different pricing arrangements.
Okay.
We offer a $29 first visit discount. For anyone who comes in, pick their service, they can do it for $29.
Okay.
Then we offer packages and memberships. If you've been in here and you don't want a membership or package, that's fine.
Okay.
Future single visits are $49. A package or a membership is going to lower that significantly. Our memberships, we have 3 different levels. So we have a 4 sessions a month, and 8 sessions a month, and an unlimited.
Oh my.
And the first month of any of those levels of membership is an unlimited 30 days for $99. And if you come at least 8 times, Salt Therapy Association says it takes at least 8 visits to really see a significant change in a respiratory condition or something like that. So if you come at least 8 times, so you've given it a good shot, and you tell me, I don't see any benefit,
right?
We'll refund you $99.
And how many times have you had to refund?
0. I've never made a refund.
That is amazing.
Yes. And then if you love it, it's going to automatically roll over to the level that you chose, either the 4, 8, or unlimited. And you don't have to do any certain number of months. You can cancel it any time.
Okay.
But our memberships do automatically charge you every month.
Okay. Hence membership, right?
Right. For membership. If that doesn't work for you, we have packages, 5 sessions, 10 sessions, 15 and 20. So, of course, the more you buy it one time, the cheaper it ends up being per session.
Right.
But they don't have an expiration. If it takes you a month to use 5 sessions, if it takes you a year to use 5 sessions, it's fine.
It's there.
They're yours. You've paid for them. You can use them.
That's awesome because, so much of the times, you'll get something like this and then it's like, oh man, I'm sick now. I want to go use my thing. Oh, it's expired.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it here. So if you know that you're going to want to come 5 or 10 times this year, but you just don't know when it's going to be, that package is going to work well for you.
That's really nice. Yeah. I really love to hear how you work with the community.
We try to be very flexible.
That's awesome.
It's what we're here for. We want you to feel better,
And, just being in this room and being around you, it's brightened my day a lot.
Thank you.
So I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
And I believe that there was a massage chair?
We have a full body massage chair.
Wow. It's
magic.
It's magic.
It is.
And what are the fees for that?
It's $20 unless you're coming in and doing another service, and then it's $10.
Ooh. And how long is that for?
It's a 20-minute session.
Wow.
From the neck all the way down to the toes. It's fabulous.
Nice.
Yeah. I think we just got the, sometimes you get lemons. Well, we got the extra good one. It's really a great massage chair.
That's nice. And I've interviewed a couple of massage therapists. And I know sometimes some fears is that you got to get, unclothed to the point where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
It sounds like this massage chair, I get to keep all my clothes on.
You can keep all your clothes on. Yep.
And I can
And
experience
it's
that.
in a private room. We're going to close the door. You can have a little background noise like some ocean waves or rain, thunder. And I always tell the gals, no husband's going to ask for you or call you. Your kids are not going to yell mom. You just get 20 minutes of peace and quiet.
So I can give you my phone if I want that 20 minutes of peace and quiet.
You sure can.
That is so great. Because, we're just attached to that. And I understand that, people want to get away from their phone. And this sounds like a great opportunity to get away from it. But you also said you can bring your phone into therapy.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
Sure.
But if you need that break and you want to build that in, this would be a great place to get that experience.
You can leave it at the desk and pick it up on your way out.
Yeah, because, I know we got a lot of technology here, but for the most part, as you walk back here, it's technology maybe in the modality, but you don't feel overwhelmed by, oh my gosh, there's all this heavy equipment, like you get an MRI or a CT, because we're using the words modality. Sometimes you're thinking big, heavy medical equipment, but this is all, very soothing and relaxing.
In the wellness field, this is considered touchless wellness, where no one's directly touching you, but you're getting the wellness benefits.
So do we know how that helps, like for people with autism or maybe the spectrum, they don't like to be touched? So this gives them an opportunity to not have to worry about sensory things.
Right, exactly. It is. And speaking of that, one of my future plans, I hope to get there are different mats out there, sound mats, acoustic mats, things like that do help children with autism. And we're hoping someday to be able to expand into that area.
Wow, I love how you really just want to help people.
I do.
And, because it's about feeling better. And when you can make people's lives feel better and not be intrusive and not have to, it's like you said, you've got the packages. So if you're just sick, I can come in for that time. If I want to do a whole maintenance kind of like preventative thing and a wellness program, you also have things like that.
That's right. Exactly. And everybody's welcome. And if it's 1 time, 10 times, 100 times, you're welcome. We want you here. We want you to feel better.
That's why I love this community in Brownsburg. Yes. So, is there anything else you want to share with the people that are watching?
I just hope they come in, at least try it out. Especially during the season that we've had so much cold and flu, and you can't come in if you're running a fever, if you've got something contagious. We have to be respectful of that. Otherwise, come in and feel better. And I won't say, my staff and I are very good with our disinfectant, so it's okay. Come in and get feeling better, and let us help.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you have that help mentality, because so many people seem to get into business and they don't have that. But everybody that I've met in Brownsburg, you've got that service orientation, and that's just beautiful that you share that with us.
I am happy that I can.